Years after their separation, Captain William Harding returned to Igbo Land. His ship, the Victoria's Grace, sailed proudly through the Asha waters, guided by the same stars that had once steered him away from his beloved Ngozi. As they approached the familiar shores, Harding stood at the bow, his heart racing with anticipation and apprehension. The salty breeze mingled with the earthy scent of home as the Victoria's Grace docked at the bustling port. Villagers, clad in vibrant Igbo attire adorned with intricate patterns symbolizing their lineage and stories, gathered with a mix of curiosity and cautious welcome. Traditional Igbo boats, crafted with skill passed down through generations, bobbed gently in the background, adding to the spectacle of colors and textures that greeted Harding's return. The marketplace bustled with activity, traders and artisans weaving through the throngs of onlookers, their voices blending with the calls of exotic birds and the rhythmic clatter of handmade goods. Children darted through the crowd, their eyes wide with wonder and innocence, while elders exchanged knowing nods, their faces etched with lines that spoke of years of wisdom and resilience. For Harding, stepping onto the familiar soil brought a flood of memories, of youthful adventures and promises made under the canopy of stars that now welcomed him back. Ngozi, now a revered leader in her community, stood at the heart of the village square. Her attire spoke of tradition and authority, each bead and thread meticulously chosen to reflect her station and the challenges she had overcome. Around her, the village buzzed with life. Children played games passed down from ancestors, their laughter a joyful counterpoint to the day's activities. Women moved gracefully between market stalls, bargaining for the best produce and textiles, their voices rising and falling in the cadence of shared stories and communal bonds. As Captain Harding approached, Ngozi's gaze met his with a mixture of emotions, relief that he had returned safely, uncertainty about the wounds of the past that still lingered. She had become a pillar of strength for her people, guiding them through seasons of plenty and scarcity, yet Harding's sudden appearance reopened wounds she had thought healed. Beneath the sprawling branches of the baobab tree, Harding and Ngozi stood face to face. Sunlight filtered through the ancient leaves, dappling the ground with patches of warmth and shadow. The air was thick with unspoken words, years of longing and regret hanging between them like a delicate tapestry woven from the threads of memory. They embraced, each movement a testament to the years they had spent apart and the ache of separation that had never truly left them. Harding's voice was a whisper against her ear, speaking of distant shores and endless horizons, while Ngozi's touch was a balm against the rough edges of a heart scarred by loss and uncertainty. Around them, the village continued its daily rhythm, unaware of the storm brewing in the hearts of their leaders. Traditional Igbo pottery and woven mats lay scattered beneath their feet, symbols of a shared heritage that now faced the crucible of forgiveness and redemption. From his vantage point atop a weathered hill, Ekene watched the reunion unfold with a mixture of stoicism and turmoil. His role as protector and guardian had shaped him into a man of few words and unyielding loyalty, yet the sight of Harding's return stirred emotions he had long thought buried. Clad in ceremonial garb that spoke of battles fought and victories won, Ekene stood sentinel over the village. Spears and shields lay at his feet, symbols of his unwavering commitment to defend those he loved from any threat, internal or external. His gaze never left Harding and Ngozi, a silent observer in a tale woven from the threads of love and redemption. Word of Harding's return spread through the village like wildfire, igniting whispers of hope and apprehension among the villagers. Some approached him with cautious curiosity, eager to hear tales of distant lands and foreign customs, while others kept their distance, their memories clouded by the pain of absence and the sting of betrayal. In the village square, under the watchful gaze of weathered rooftops and intricately carved pillars, emotions ran high. Elders convened in hushed councils, debating the implications of Harding's return on the delicate balance of tradition and progress that defined their way of life. Women paused in their tasks, their eyes flickering with unspoken questions, while children played at the edges of the gathering, sensing the weight of history in every whispered conversation. Chief Okoro, a figure of wisdom and authority, called a gathering of elders beneath the sprawling branches of the council tree. Their faces bore the lines of countless seasons, each etched with tales of triumph and loss, unity and discord. They spoke in murmurs, voices carrying the weight of decisions that would shape the future of their village and the legacy they would leave behind. Seated on woven mats adorned with symbols of lineage and honor, the elders deliberated with solemnity. Ancestral artifacts, carved masks, and ceremonial staffs stood sentinel over their council, reminders of the sacrifices made by generations past to ensure the survival of their way of life. Chief Okoro's gaze was steady as he listened to each voice, his decisions tempered by the knowledge that unity and resilience were their greatest weapons against the tides of change. In the quiet solitude of her family compound, Ngozi wrestled with the complexities of Hardin's return. Surrounded by lush gardens that spoke of her connection to the land and its bounty, she tended to the herbs and flowers that thrived under her careful stewardship. Each blossom was a testament to her resilience, its vibrant colors a stark contrast to the shadows that lurked in the corners of her heart. Memories of Hardin's departure haunted her, a ghostly echo of promises broken and dreams left unfulfilled. Clay pots and woven baskets lay scattered around her, each one a vessel for the hopes and fears that had shaped her journey as a leader and a woman. Her traditional Igbo attire bore the marks of countless seasons, its intricate patterns a testament to the strength and grace she carried with every step. Driven by a desire to mend the rifts of the past, Hardin immersed himself in the daily life of the village. He labored alongside villagers to repair the thatched roofs that sheltered their homes, his hands calloused from years spent navigating the turbulences. Children watched with wide-eyed wonder as he shared stories of distant lands and foreign customs, their laughter a welcome respite from the weight of history that hung heavy in the air. In the golden light of the afternoon sun, Hardin's efforts to reintegrate into the fabric of village life took root. He stood shoulder to shoulder with men and women who had weathered storms of their own, their shared labor a testament to the resilience that bound them together. Women nodded approvingly as he passed, their hands busy with the tasks that sustained their families and their spirits. Ekene's challenge to Hardin came on a quiet evening, as the village square emptied of its bustling crowds and settled into the embrace of twilight. The exchange was measured, words weighed with the gravity of years spent in the shadow of Hardin's absence. Spears and shields stood sentinel around them, symbols of the bond that had once united them and the wounds that had yet to heal. Hardin's voice was steady as he spoke of regret and redemption, his gaze unwavering in the face of Ekene's scrutiny. The air between them crackled with unspoken truths, each one a shard of glass that reflected the pain and hope that bound them together. Women paused in their tasks to listen, their hearts heavy with the weight of history that lay heavy on their shoulders. The village council convened in the flickering light of torches, their faces drawn with the gravity of the decisions that lay ahead. Chief Okoro presided over the circle of elders, his voice a steady anchor in the storm of emotions that swirled around them. They spoke in turn, voices rising and falling like the ebb and flow of the tide, each one a testament to the wisdom and resilience that had sustained their way of life. Hardin's fate hung in the balance as elders debated the implications of his return on the delicate fabric of tradition and progress that defined their existence. Women huddled in the shadows, their fingers intertwined with those of their children, each one a silent witness to the struggle for justice and reconciliation that played out before them. In a quiet corner of the council hall, Ngozi stood before the elders with a grace that belied the turmoil in her heart. Her voice carried across the hallowed space, each word a testament to the strength and vulnerability that had shaped her journey as a leader and a woman. Elders nodded in agreement as she spoke of Hardin's remorse and his efforts to reintegrate into their community, their eyes bright with hope and caution. Children clustered at the edges of the gathering, their faces turned towards Ngozi as though seeking guidance in the storm of emotions that swirled around them. The weight of history lay heavy on her shoulders, yet she stood tall, her traditional beads and jewelry catching the light as a beacon of resilience and hope. Under the canopy of stars, Hardin and Ngozi exchanged vows in a ceremony that spoke of love and redemption, of forgiveness and the promise of a new beginning. Villagers gathered in a circle around them, their voices rising in a chorus of blessings and prayers for the future that lay ahead. Traditional torches cast flickering shadows on the faces of those gathered, their eyes bright with anticipation and hope. Harding's voice trembled slightly as he spoke his vows, his hand clasped tightly in Ngozi's as though seeking anchor in the storm of emotions that swirled around them. The rhythm of traditional Igbo dancers filled the air, their movements a celebration of the resilience and unity that had brought them to this moment of shared joy and unity. Moved by Ngozi's forgiveness and the village's acceptance of Harding, Ekene found solace in the bonds of brotherhood that had shaped his journey. Standing beside Chief Okoro with a shared sense of pride and acceptance, he observed Harding and Ngozi's ceremony from a respectful distance. Traditional Igbo artifacts and symbols of honor adorned the space around them, each one a testament to the enduring power of tradition and unity. His gaze lingered on Harding and Ngozi, their hands clasped in unity as they spoke their vows beneath the canopy of stars. The weight of history hung heavy in the air, yet Ekene felt a sense of peace settle over him, a recognition of the resilience and hope that had carried them through the storm. Harding and Ngozi stood at the forefront of the village, their hands clasped in unity as they looked out over the bustling marketplace and fields of lush greenery. Together, they led their community with wisdom and compassion, their voices a steady anchor in the storm of change that swept across the land. Villagers went about their daily tasks with smiles of contentment and hope, each one a testament to the resilience and unity that had shaped their journey. The promise of a future shaped by love and reconciliation unfolded before them, a testament to the enduring power of tradition and hope that had carried them through the storm. Children played at the edges of the gathering, their laughter a joyful chorus that echoed through the air. Women moved gracefully between market stalls, their voices rising and falling in the cadence of shared stories and communal bonds. Years later, beneath the sprawling branches of the baobab tree, Harding and Ngozi sat surrounded by their children and grandchildren. Laughter and joy echoed through the air, mingling with the rustle of leaves above them. The village thrived under their stewardship, a living testament to the enduring power of love and reconciliation that transcended time and distance. Traditional Igbo artifacts and symbols of prosperity adorned their gathering, each one a testament to the resilience and hope that had shaped their journey. The baobab tree stood tall and strong, its branches spread wide in a symbol of strength and endurance, under which generations found solace and belonging. As the sun set on another day in Igbo Land, Harding and Ngozi's journey together continued, a journey shaped by the lessons of the past and guided by a future brimming with hope. The echoes of their story reverberated through the village, a testament to the enduring power of love and reconciliation in a world enriched by diversity and shared heritage.